Now you're about to discover the 3 feminine traits that break a man's ego. And I promise you this knowledge will serve you well for the rest of your life. So let's get right into it. This is a story that was sent to me by a fan. I won't mention any names. Okay, so there was a guy who had a crush on this girl for years. He thought she was beautiful inside and out. But the thing was, she didn't give him the time of day. And when she did talk to him, she was super condescending and mean. Now he really liked her, but he also hated how she treated him. He felt worthless around her, and he kept asking himself why she was so cold when she talked to him. And what made it worse was that she would talk to other people with kindness and love, just not him. This made him question himself over and over. Did he do something wrong? Is he not good enough for her? Why does she treat him this way? Now every time he saw her, his heart would skip a beat. She had a certain power over him. And one day he worked up the courage to tell her how he felt. He told her, "I really like you." And her response was, "What?" She acted like he was some kind of pervert. Then she went on and on about how he should be ashamed of himself for thinking that she would ever go out with a guy like him. She called him all sorts of names and said that if she ever saw him looking at her again, she'd have him thrown out of the school. Now his whole world came crashing down when she said those words. He felt like he was nothing. He was completely broken. And this is when he reached out to me. He asked me to help him win her over. But after hearing his story, I told him, "You don't need my help because you already have everything you need inside of you. You are already a winner. You are a king. You just have to wake up and see it." Then I explained to him the 3 feminine traits that broke the villain's ego and how these 3 feminine traits can help him become the best version of himself, no matter whether that girl ever gives him the time of day or not. And once he learned these 3 traits, he became unstoppable. His grades improved, he started working out, and he became confident. He realized that he didn't need anyone's validation, but his own. Now this is what he had to say about it. "I'm so grateful for your advice. It's been a game changer for me. I feel like I'm finally starting to believe in myself again. Thanks to you." And now I'll share with you exactly what I told him. But before we go any deeper, let me ask you this. Have you ever been in a situation where a woman didn't give you the time of day, and it destroyed your confidence? Share your story in the comments below. Let's start the conversation. All right, trait no. One is use a poetic, psychologically rich narration style, about 70% in third-person archetypal analysis, 30% in second-person provocation. Never first person. Open with a strong hook. Then flow into deep, immersive narration, touching on Jungian concepts, shadow work, projection, ego, individuation. Also draw from Stoic wisdom and add some trauma, self-worth psychology. No lists, summaries, or headings. Let each idea build into the next. And end with emotional liberation, detachment from validation, and a final line that empowers the feminine. Trait no. 2 is open to feedback, but don't let it change who you are. See, when we allow other people's opinions to define who we are, we lose ourselves in the process. You are not what people say about you. You are what you say about yourself. It's easy to get lost in the opinions of others, especially in today's world where everyone has a voice and is willing to use it. Some people feel the need to put others down in order to lift themselves up. They feel the need to criticize and judge because it makes them feel superior. The moment you start taking other people's opinions too seriously, they become your jailers and you become their prisoner. This is what happens when you let other people's opinions control you. When you let other people's opinions control you, you lose your sense of identity. Who am I? What do I stand for? Why do I do the things I do? These are questions that we must answer for ourselves. We must find our own truth and live by it. Otherwise, we become puppets of society, dancing to the tune of other people's expectations. There is no room for authenticity in this type of life. Instead, we become a hollow shell of our true selves, always trying to please others and never truly feeling satisfied. But when we don't take other people's opinions too seriously, we are free to be ourselves without fear of judgment. We can make our own mistakes and learn from them. We can take risks and pursue our dreams. When we don't let other people's opinions control us, we become masters of our own lives. And trait number 3 is don't expect others to understand you. Most people never reach their full potential because they spend most of their time trying to convince others to believe in them. Listen, no matter how much potential you have, no matter how great you are, there will always be people who don't believe in you. There will always be people who try to hold you back. But here's the thing, you don't need their approval. You don't need their validation. In fact, you shouldn't even want it. When you stop looking for validation from other people, you free yourself from their expectations and you're able to be your authentic self. You're able to follow your own path and reach your own potential. Most people try to fit into a mold. They try to be what others want them to be instead of being who they truly are. This is why most people never reach their full potential. They let other people's expectations define them. You must realize that you don't need other people to understand you. You don't need them to believe in you. You only need to believe in yourself. Once you have that, you have everything you need to succeed. If you're always looking for validation from other people, you're never going to be happy. You're never going to feel fulfilled. Why? Because you're always going to be letting them down. You're always going to be falling short of their expectations. The only way to stop this cycle is to stop looking for validation from other people. Stop looking for their approval. Stop trying to please them. Start focusing on yourself. Start focusing on your own happiness, your own fulfillment. When you do this, you'll find that you have everything you need inside of you. You are a winner. You just have to wake up and see it. And with that being said, you are a winner. You just have to wake up and see it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Have a wonderful day.